What's going on, guys? This is Mohammed with Express Car Reviews, and this video is brought to you by Century Motors. Century Motors is the only dealer in the Central Valley that offers the federal program that will offer you $9,500 to your car to trade it in and get any other cars that is hybrid or plug-in or electric vehicle. They will offer you $9,500 from the federal program that will go as a down payment into your next car, which is incredible. If you walk into Century Motors here in Fresno, you will find a great selection of vehicles like hybrid vehicles, plug-in hybrid vehicles, and all electric vehicles like the Chevy Volt and the Toyota Prius and the Nissan Leaf and the Chevy Cruze Hybrid, and on and on and on and on, guys. There's all kinds of hybrid vehicles that you can think of, the Honda Clarity, the Ford Fusion Hybrid, and many more, guys. So check them out. Now that the world is moving into hybrid and all electric vehicles, they are definitely a must check out for sure. So check out the link in the description below and in the comment section below. And if you haven't done it already, please subscribe for Express Car Reviews and subscribe for Century Motors YouTube channel. Without any further ado, let's do it. Alright, guys, so let me tell you a little bit about the exterior design, guys. This generation Chevy Volt I absolutely loves, and don't get me wrong, I still do love very much. I still think it looks very modern. I love the edges, I love the sharp angles, I love the overall sporty design, really. I mean, when you look at this car, you really don't think that this is a hybrid or like a car that is all about fuel efficiency, to be honest with you. It's just, it has a very sporty feeling, even though it doesn't, but it does in terms of design. I love the Volt badge, the badge in the back. The tail lights kind of merge into the side of the car. You have a little spoiler that is sticking out. And moving over to the side, of course, you got keyless entry where you can just press that button on the door handle. You will be able to access the inside. Another Volt badge right here. And I like this modern kind of like black trim that goes all on the side. That looks really good in my personal opinion. This car is a 2015 model. And of course, this car is all about fuel efficiency, so you're going to see a lot of the aerodynamics elements that are reflected into the design. This right here is more for you do have cooling openings, but it's like a closed grill almost, because it's an electric vehicle. Front headlights look really mean, almost like the Chevy SS. Love the HID headlights in here, and you have the fog lights as well. Standard wheels and tires, Bridgestone tires, and the wheels, I want to say these are 16 if I'm not mistaken. So let me know what you guys think of the exterior design overall. I personally really like it. I love the color. It's popping in this car. This car is available right now in Century Motors in Fresno, California, in the Central Valley. If you trade in your previous cars, if you bring in your previous car, gasoline car, you will qualify for a $9,500 grant that goes into your down payment. So, which is a big deal, to be honest with you. It's almost like getting a $10,000 discount on your car, and that's a federal program in the Central Valley, and this dealer is the only dealer that offers that, which is a big deal. Alright, let's move inside and check out the interior of this car. Alright, going inside the Chevy Volt, my first impression of this Chevy Volt is that surprisingly it is not as small as it looks. You know, you have quite a bit of room in here, and it's almost have that Cadillac feeling to it, believe it or not. You know, I always loved the General Motors interior designs. You have this trim right here. There's a lot of hard plastic, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, it's just really well thought out interior. You know, the way everything is designed, the way everything is just laid out, it's very simple yet very elegant at the same time. The steering wheel, very simple. I love the fact that they stick with an analog shifter, unlike the ones that comes in many of the other hybrid vehicles. You see them all come with these like little kind of gear shift assembly, but this one has the true authentic analog steel. I really like that they stuck with that. And this car, let's talk about the numbers a little bit. This car offers about a total range of about 350 miles, and that includes the full electric battery and the range extender, which is the 1.4 generator, as General Motors like to call it, which I like to call it an engine, which is, that's exactly what it is. It's a 1.4 liter 4-cylinder engine, and it offers about 300 miles, along with the 50 miles that the battery offers, 40 to 50 miles. General Motors will not allow you to use the full capacity of the battery. It only allows you to use about 75% of the battery, just because to help in its longevity. And it has been proven that these cars last for a really long time. I love the reliability on them. It's not as reliable as a Toyota Prius, but it's actually still surprisingly reliable car with very few problems, very minimal. And yeah, I mean, very minimal problem. I mean, you really don't see these cars break down as much. Other than that, really, that's pretty much it. You have a simple entertainment system right here. It's not touchscreen, which I appreciate the fact that you can control everything. Climate control and the radio controls are all laid out right here, right in front of you. You have drive mode, you have eco mode, obviously. This is an all fuel efficient vehicle. And other than that, really, there's not really much to mention about the interior. Let me show you the back seat and the trunk, and let me know what you guys think of the interior in the comments below. All right, sitting in the back of the Chevy Volt. Let me start by this. This is actually surprisingly really roomy. I mean, this is a really well designed car when it comes to taking advantage and utilizing the room and the space in this car, which I really like that, to be honest with you. The headroom is not that much. I'm about 5'11", 6 feet tall. So you can see the headroom is not that much in here. I'm actually almost hitting the glass in the back tailgate, but it's not hitting yet. Just yet. But actually, it's actually very comfortable. I'll say this is actually even more comfortable than the Toyota Prius in the back seat. And if you haven't seen that review, check it out in the link below, guys. As you can see right here, you have a lot of leg room in here available. You have 2 cup holders, and there's actually almost like a center console storage, and you have a charger in here right in front of you, which is really handy for the back seat, to be honest with you. To have a 120 watts charger plug is really handy, especially right next to you right here. Normally they come like cramped in the back, and the reason for that is because Chevy have designed this car where it puts the electric battery right across the car right here. So that works out just perfect. So you wouldn't be able to put another passenger right here. It's more like a bucket seat on each side. It's more like not a captain seat, because it doesn't have that little thing. But still, I'm really impressed with the back seat. I would be completely okay on a road trip in the back seat of this car. I wouldn't be cramped or anything like that. And this, by the way, the front passenger seat is actually pulled about halfway. It's not all the way back, it's not all the way front. So this is a really impressive space in the back right here. Nice hydraulic lift gate right here in the Chevy Volt. Let me show you the space in here. The space in here is actually pretty impressive. It's not as impressive as the Toyota Prius, to be honest with you. That's what this car compares to, since it's a plug-in hybrid. You know, right here, there's no additional space. It's just kind of like a flat area. Same thing right here. So you are really limited when it comes to just the trunk area. However, the moment you fold these right here, let me try to fold it from here. The moment you fold the back seat, you have actually a substantial, a lot more amount of room in the back, which is really impressive. Another really interesting fact about the Chevy Volt is that Chevy engineers didn't want to allow anybody to work on this car while they are not knowing if the car is running, and they don't know, for example. So if the car, since it's silent, if you pop the hood, it's going to automatically start the engine, just so you don't get mistaken and start working in the car while thinking that the car is off, which is really cool, to be honest with you. It's more like a safety measure that General Motors have thought of. So let me show you. I'm going to pop the hood and then listen to the engine. And just like that, the engine starts. Another interesting fact to mention about this car is that it's equipped with 3 thermal cooling system, and that's why you see 3 reservoir of these. There's 1, 2, and there's the third one right there. And the reason of that is because the battery is equipped with a separate cooling system that goes internally into the battery and keeps it cool from the inside, because batteries do get really hot. So having a cooling system that just separate for the battery helps a lot, and keeps the battery to live a longer life, and keeps it nice and cool, to be honest with you. And that's another innovative thing that General Motors have introduced that wasn't introduced before. The other one is to obviously keep that engine cool, and then one to keep overall the car and the cooling system of the car overall for everything else, which is really cool to have, to be honest with you. But yeah, other than that, really, this car is not about power, it's not about performance, it's more about fuel efficiency, and it's more about practicality. So let's take it on the road and see how it does on the road, how comfortable it is to drive, and how practical, and does it make sense for you to purchase a hybrid vehicle or not, or as GM likes to call it, an all-electric with a range extender. I can't wrap my head around that. Like, why would they call it that? Why? Just call it a hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and that's it. But what do I know? I'm just a random YouTuber to review cars. So let's go. Alright guys, driving the Chevy Volt. How practical it is, how well does it drive? So let's take it on the road and see how well does it drive. Alright, so we're gonna use the analog regular gear shifter and hit the road. So one interesting thing to mention about this car is that it's a plug-in hybrid, and really nowadays the more it's almost, you don't even talk about cars without mentioning gas prices and electric vehicles, and also hybrid and plug-in vehicles. I mean, it's something that getting normalized in a really major way. It's something that everybody is anticipating in the near future, especially that even now governments and programs that are supporting something like that, just like that, $9,500 goes off the price, you know, which is that's why you're going to be able to see a lot more of the hybrid and all electric cars on the road. Now let's be honest, majority of people, they don't need fast cars. Majority of people, they just need cars to use from and to work and back. A plug-in hybrid car really helps a lot, especially with the gas prices. You know, you have no idea. I mean, this car it gives you about 37 miles combined, which is okay in today's standard, but again, what you're paying for this car, you can get it for really cheap. I think it's a bargain. The way it drives, I mean, honestly, it drives just like any other car, any other gasoline car. The ride quality is nice, ride quality is okay. It's not, you know, stiff in any way. It's modern. The design is nice. I really like it. Please forgive me for if the camera is shaking a little bit. We're just running on a little bit rough street right now. But yeah, as far as the drive, I think, you know, that's exactly what you would expect from a hybrid car. You don't expect it really to drive like miraculously fast or anything like that, or you don't really expect it to handle amazing on the corners. I gotta say though, this Chevy Volt, the handling of it's a little bit more stiffer than the 2018 Prius that we have reviewed earlier, but still, I think it's a very impressive ride. The technology in here is just something like essential day-to-day use. You know, you got your AC blows nice and cold. You got your you know, drive modes, eco mode, you know, other modes as well. You got your you know, quite a few. You know, you have your cruise control in here. You have your voice command, and just your regular day-to-day use. Really, I mean, other than that, I don't really expect it to do much more than that, especially that's what this car is bought for. It's bought for everyday commutes. and it's bought for fuel efficiency and daily driving. Oh, I actually really like the instant torque. I mean, this car it uses all the torque from the electric battery all at once, and I'm really impressed with that. Another thing to mention about the Chevy Volt is that I've heard really good things about the battery and the hybrid system. I hear things that this battery, the way it's designed, that it doesn't allow you to consume all the battery. Even if you get to zero, it will put the car into limp mode to let you know that, hey, you need to go to the gas station now. You need to find the closest gas station and go to it now. Which is really nice, to be honest with you. And also, since it doesn't allow you to use the entire capacity of the I believe it's 17 kilowatts, and it doesn't allow you to use all of that. It only allows you to use like 12 or 13. It keeps the battery running for really long time, which is a big deal if you own a hybrid battery. You don't want to own a hybrid battery and know that it's going to die on you in a year or two. You want to know that it's going to give you peace of mind. You want to know that you're going to be able to really get your money back out of this thing. Also, another thing that I love about these cars is the affordability. This car is really affordable. You're looking at about maybe like $9,500 after the rebates, the federal program and whatnot, which is it's a great price. It's a bargain considering that you can get 37 miles per gallon for a 2015 car. It's a bargain. You can't beat that. Let's be very honest. Let's be very clear. So that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, if you guys think that you would consider a hybrid car, or with the increased gas prices maybe at some point in the future, then let me know in the comments below. And if you are interested or have any questions about Century Motors and what they offer, then please feel free to let us know in the comments below, and we'll do our best to respond to every single comment. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. It's gonna help the dealer out a lot. And make sure to check out my Express Car Reviews channel, where I review a lot of great cars. So check it out and let me know what you guys think. And until next time, peace.